What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, before I get started, let us bow our heads and recite the HMT motto, shall we? A man can only take so much disrespect before he finally decides today's the day. Gentlemen, we have a new up-and-coming chef by the name of Jay White. Brother's been putting in work, sending articles, and yes, some HMTs right along with him. So make sure you give him a shout out in the comments section. Now, this article was published on the 31st of October. Oh, the irony. A dish that was actually prepared during the Banquet of Blood. DuPage County man charged with strangling his wife to death. Bond has been denied for a DuPage County man accused of strangling his wife to death inside their home last week. Now, let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! 44-year-old Brahim Bakayoko of Addison has been charged with one count of first-degree termination stemming from a fatal domestic incident on Wednesday, October 26th. According to the DuPage County State's Attorney's Office, Addison police officers responded to the Bakayoko's home on Trinity Drive and Joseph Lane at around 3:45 p.m. to a 911 call of a person in full cardiac arrest. The responding officers found the victim, Reinico Bakayoko, unresponsive on the floor of the first floor bathroom and subsequently performed CPR on her. Despite their efforts, she was pronounced deceased a short time later, police said. Although initially uncooperative, the victim's husband, Brahim, agreed to talk with police, and following the completion of an autopsy, it was determined that Reinico died of strangulation. Prosecutors allege that in the early afternoon hours of Wednesday, Bakayoko and his wife got into a verbal argument that escalated into a physical one. Uh-oh! At this point, I would no longer call her a victim. Once things got physical, that became mutual combat. Authorities believe it was Brahim who strangled his wife to death. Quote unquote, it is alleged that a verbal altercation between the defendant and his wife escalated, ultimately turning physical, resulting in the defendant strangling his wife, Reinico Bakayoko. DuPage County State's Attorney Robert Berlin said. Brahim was taken into custody by police on the following day, Thursday, October 27th. He remains in custody after he was denied bond at a hearing on Saturday, October 30th. Brahim will be arraigned in court next month on November 28th. Well. Ladies, when are you going to finally learn that it is always a bad idea to get into fisticuffs with grown-ass men. All of this crap that society continues to pump out has definitely put the idea in women's head that they can go toe-to-toe with a grown-ass man. Anyway, let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, went down in the family home. Gotta go with a 10. Method of execution, the hands of hate. Gotta go with a 15 on that one. Psychological impact, I'm gonna give this one a 5. And for the brutality factor, guess what? Strangulation, not a good way to go. I'm gonna give that one a 15 also. So, Brahim the Breathtaker gets a score of 45. Gentlemen, you learn something new every day, or you should learn something new every day. Now, early in the article, they mentioned choking. However, there's a great difference between choking and strangling. Now, let me go ahead and go through the differences. By medical terms, choking is something like food or like a Lego, anything that can actually be put into the mouth that causes a break in the breathing process, versus strangling. Now, whenever we think about strangling, we only think about when someone actually strangles someone with like a wire or a piano wire or something like that. However, there are actually 3 types of strangulation. Didn't know this. First one, manual strangulation, occurs when a person uses their hands or another extremity or an object to block airflow in another person. It is sometimes called throttling. Did not know that. Ligature strangulation, also called garroting, which is the wrapping of a pliable object such as a rope, wire, or shoelaces partially or fully around the neck and pulling it tightly across the throat. And of course, hanging. We all know what hanging is, but I didn't know that was actually considered strangulation. Hey, the more you know, the more you know. However, let me reiterate this. We have a society, scratch that, we have a world society that continues to push the narrative that women can actually square up to men in physical combat. Ladies, that is a losing proposition, especially when that man no longer restrains himself. We keep telling you women this. Once men actually break the chains of restraint, y'all are in for a world of hurt. All of this slapping men around and punching men. Oh man, E-Man 67 had a great short, a great TikTok where some woman in a bar jumped up and slapped a man. Oh my God, he slapped the ever-loving shit out of her. Sent her flying, and she crashed into another guy who was sitting there, and he just put his hand on his face. Oh, that was beautiful. And to all the guys out there who constantly say, well, you know, men shouldn't hit women. No. Women wanted equality, and guess what? They should get it. I.e., you put hands on a man, that man should knock you the fuck out. Period. Point blank. I'm tired of this whole DV crap. Oh, only men put hands on women. No, we have far too many articles and far too much evidence that women have and will put their hands on men. Why? Because The system allows them to do so, and they think that there's going to be no consequences. Yeah, right, no. But I've rambled on long enough. Read the full article. Let me know what you guys think. And women around the world, you better understand this clearly. The power, social, law enforcement, the simps, the white knights, everything that you use to your advantage will go out. Feminism will be nowhere around to protect you. And guess what? Once men finally stop restraining themselves, ladies, you're going to have one hell of a fight on your hands. And 9 times out of 10, once it becomes physical, you will lose. It is what it is. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am out.
Murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill.